Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. I noticed something strange the moment she walked in the door from her trip. She smiled, hugged me, and tried to sound casual, too casual. There was an energy about her, a nervous vibration in the way she set down her bag, that made the air between us feel suddenly heavier. I told myself I was imagining it. Maybe it was just travel fatigue, jet lag, excitement. But deep down, a small, insistent whisper said otherwise. The first night I noticed her phone. It buzzed once while she was in the bathroom, and she grabbed it a little too quickly, tucking it under the pillow before I could see the screen. I tried to ignore it. It's nothing, I muttered to myself, but the unease lingered. Over the next few days I started noticing little things. A laugh that seemed forced, a distracted stare at her phone, excuses to step out of the room to answer messages. She insisted she was tired from travel, that she just needed a quiet day. I wanted to believe her. I needed to believe her. Then came the small cracks in her story. One morning, I found a receipt tucked between her travel brochures. Dinner for two at a place she hadn't mentioned. I asked about it, trying to keep my voice steady. She hesitated, then said she'd gone with a colleague. I nodded, but the words felt hollow. My stomach twisted. I didn't want to see what I feared, but my gut, my heart wouldn't let me ignore it. I started replaying memories, small moments I had laughed off before. The way she sometimes checked her phone before saying goodbye, the sudden defensiveness if I asked a simple question, the way she would smile at messages I wasn't meant to see. My mind spiraled, questioning my own paranoia. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe I was just insecure. But the feeling of being shut out, the constant small hiding, gnawed at me. One night I couldn't take it anymore. I sat on the edge of the bed, hands trembling, staring at her laptop she'd left open. I knew it was wrong, but I needed answers. A folder caught my eye, photos from her trip. Most were normal landscapes, group photos, but one was different. She was standing close to someone, a man, in a way that was intimate, unplanned, as if caught in a private moment. My throat tightened. I scrolled further, messages, shared jokes, plans I wasn't part of. Every line, every image cut deeper than I imagined. I confronted her the next morning, voice shaking, heart pounding like it would burst. I saw the messages, I said. The photos. Tell me what this is. Her eyes filled with guilt before the words even came. Ali, I didn't mean for you to find out like this, she whispered. It just happened. I didn't plan it, I swear. I didn't know how to stop it. The room felt too small, too heavy. I wanted to scream, to throw something, to demand answers that I might not survive hearing. But I couldn't. My voice barely made it past a whisper. Why didn't you tell me? She shook her head, tears streaking down her face. I was afraid. I was confused. I never wanted to hurt you. Her words, intended to comfort, only tore me further. I realized then that love alone couldn't erase betrayal, couldn't undo what had already been done. My trust, carefully built over years, had fractured, and no apology could glue it back together. In the following days, silence became our language. We walked past each other in the apartment, shared meals without conversation, lived side by side with a chasm I couldn't bridge. I replayed every memory, every tender gesture, questioning what had been real and what had been a mask. I ached not just from loss, but from the realization that I had been blind, willfully so, to the truth staring me in the face. Eventually, I made a choice, not in anger, not in spite, but in quiet recognition of my own worth. We sat down one evening, both of us fragile, raw. I can't stay like this, I said. I loved you and I still do, but I can't keep living in the shadow of this. She nodded, tears streaming, a reflection of my own grief mirrored in her face. We said what had to be said, tender but final, and embraced one last time. It was not dramatic, not cinematic, just a quiet goodbye, weighted with years of shared life and the heavy ache of betrayal. As I closed the door behind me, I felt a strange sense of calm. The heartbreak was there, sharp and lingering, but beneath it a quiet strength. I had survived the betrayal, faced the truth, and reclaimed my sense of self. And though the pain would fade slowly, I knew I had the courage to rebuild, to trust myself again, and to honor the love I still carried, not in someone else but in myself.